just... Okay. We are back. Okay. Everything seems good. Let's get to work. I think I'm gonna just straight up destroy everything. We are also gonna... Okay, give me a second. Okay. So we need to take it to a quick bathroom break. I think we need to just rip most of it. This is gonna go... Just gonna delete everything for now. Okay. So I'm gonna probably make... I think button H should... But for the moment, I think making button is fine. We're also gonna need. Yeah, I should have maybe not deleted them. So we're gonna remake a UI one. We're gonna make a script for it, either. Okay, we want for the button. I probably want a few things. I probably want an idle. I want on hover. On click. And I think that should be it. And on click scripts. This is going to be an asset. This is going to be an asset. This is going to be an asset. Oh, those are going to be sprites. This is going to be also an asset script. Wait, I don't remember. Does that work? I don't think that works actually. Does it? I don't think that works, right? Wait, no, that's still probably not the one I want. Oh no, it works. It works. Okay. Just making sure. Sometimes it works kind of weird. Okay. So we have idle, on hover, on click scripts. I don't think I have it here, sadly. For now, let's just do that. Just gonna be center. Yeah. Is there anything you can rip from here? I don't think so. Yeah, whatever. Oh, button. I think we can make a quick state machine. Btn state. It's enum. We're gonna have idle hover and click. It's kind of wait. Yeah, no, it should be fine. It should be fine. I'm kind of annoyed that enum by default I kind of like project wide. I find a little bit annoying personally. And we're gonna do current state, and we're gonna do btn state dot idle. End step. But now we're just gonna do that. That's not gonna stay like this. And if mouse inside, I don't know how to write self I probably want to do a quick switch to okay, so if the mouse is inside, there is first we need to switch to yeah, we probably want to first switch yeah, okay. Sorry, I am just waking up. So if current state. Wait, should I just wait? No. Wait, no. Actually, I should do it like this. So if current state equal btn state dot idle. And we're gonna do it in that way because it's gonna like just make it a little bit more flexible. Because it's gonna be able to change from idle then to press directly in one frame, which should not happen. But like in case it happens, it should work. So current states equal btn.states.hover, and we don't do anything else. We are gonna change the sprite at the beginning. We're gonna make a little switch, and then if current states is that a little bit redundant? Maybe. Let's do it like this. It doesn't change much anyway. It's equal btn state dot hover and mouse button no, mouse check button pressed released btn wait, what is it? No, it's mb left. Then we change to then we change to current state equal btn state dot clicked. Okay. Nice and tidy. And if btn state dot clicked, and I'm gonna redo that because state equal btn state dot clicked. Then we're gonna want to do scripts execute on click scripts. And that's pretty much everything we're gonna need for our button. We still need to touch this. That's gonna come very soon. We need a little switch. I'm gonna read that from the player. Is it not in the player? Oh, here it is. So you switch the current state, and if it's idle, you put idle. I know, crazy, right? Okay, that's idle. Idle. Then we're gonna have hover. By the way, it's not state player, it's btn state. And our default is gonna be idle. We probably want something else. On hover. Okay, I'm gonna rename those to idle sprites. Like they are on hover sprites. It's not the most clear, and I want to keep my code nice and clean. on click sprite. So idle sprite. On hover sprite. This is gonna be idle sprite. And we are missing one case, which is gonna be case btn state dot clicked. Sprite index. It's gonna be on click sprite. And we put a break. Okay. So button is pretty much already done. So next thing is we want to make a script. The script is going to be the create button script. We're going to have a few input, which is going to be sprite, which is going to be on idle sprite. Hover sprites, on click sprite, and script, on click script, and then we want the coordinate, which is x, and y, and display. Wait, no. I don't know how to write. Target X, target Y, and that should be pretty much everything we need. And what we're gonna do is at the end we want to return btn. So we want to do btn okay, instance create depth layer target X, target Y, UI, OBTN, and then idle sprite, call idle sprite. I know, very stupid, but that's how it works. I think it's... What is it? Okay. I never know. Hover sprites. On hover sprites. And next one is, by the way, we may straight up want to make a struct. Like, temp. It's gonna be a little bit cleaner. And so we can do like idle, idle sprites, idle sprites. On hover sprites, on hover sprites. I may just change that to idling sprites just to make it cleaner. Just so we can differentiate. Next one is gonna be on click sprites. Click sprite. Click script. Oh my god. Did I fucked up something? So click sprite. I don't know why I freaked out so much. And then click script. It's gonna be on click scripts. And that should be everything we need. And we can just remove that, which is pretty ugly, and just pass temp into it, which is much cleaner. And then return the button in case we need the handle for anything. And that's pretty much our button system. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. We still need to take care of this. I don't remember what this does without the cam. Can I get that? Wait, can we test that with... I think it goes top. Yeah, I think it goes top left. If I'm not crazy, but the only way to know is to test. Oh my god. Don't fuck up my parentheses, please. Let's do a quick test. Huh. Assignment operator expected. Ah, I put a double like a dumbass. Okay. Fixed. Where? Did I accidentally remove the camera width and camera height? That should be in the like in the general macros, to be fair. General macro. Macro. Cam width. Cam height. And if I remember right, it was, what did I put on the viewport? Viewport 0. I think it was 640 per 320? 640 by 320, I would guess. We can change them later. 640 320. I'm gonna quickly know. Okay, this is too big. This is twice as big as it should be, so that's 320 and that's 160. Okay. Okay, yeah, it is top top right. So I probably want to actually change my X and Y to offsets. X and Y. So we're just gonna change that to offsets, offset X, and that's gonna be offset Y. Same here. Offset X, offset Y. Now we can go into create button. And we're gonna get offsets. Oh my god. What am I doing? Target X. And offset target. And now we should be able to create a button. So let's try that. I don't have my current UI set up like this. I'm gonna need to separate those. duplicate. This is gonna be like, I know. This is gonna be like clicked. We don't have like a sadly we don't have a hey, we are missing one. Okay, whatever. So this is clicked, so we're just gonna like remove the frame. Same here. I come cut the last frame. And then we're gonna go into the test room. We're gonna go into creation code. Create button. Enter everything we need. So we want sbtn idle. For the hover sprite, we're gonna use the clicked one. So sbtn clicked. Same for the clicked one. For the click script. I don't know. Do we have like a random script that can like give us some visual? Not really. Whatever. I'm gonna put like sine wave on it. And we're gonna say like 100. Return PTN. Did I not attribute properly? Ah. I'm a dumbass. Okay. We forgot something. So if mouse is not inside, else current state equal btn state dot idle, and that should be everything for a button. So we should be able to hover properly, click. It's gonna crash because we don't feed anything to the synth function, but whatever. Actually, it's great because we know that the synth function actually executed. So it did everything we wanted. So, button is done. That's great. Took us 45 minutes. Wasn't too bad. Let me pour myself a little bit of tea. Next, we need something that let us get any arbitrary screen on the screen. So some nice ginger tea. I need to put my strainer. I'm gonna need to put another bottle of tea to brew in the fridge. But that can wait for later. Okay. That's one good thing done. We may not need like UI anytime soon, to be fair. I put some tea on my desk mat. Not great. Great. Like ginger flavor. Very nice. So we got everything we need. Didn't expect button to get done this fast, to be fair. To be fair, it's pretty easy one. After BTN, by the way, this should probably be a BTN now, isn't it? Or is it? It does have some extra complexity, and there's like a, it's like the tooltip. Okay, one thing I just noticed that we are gonna need to be able to do with our buttons, if we want to do any amount of arbitrary buttons, is tooltips. Also, I can't do something like the BTN skill tree because of the animation. This is code animated. Would I be able to... Okay, our goal is going to be able to recreate this using only OBTN and then delete it. And like recreate the skill tree with OBTN. The big problem with this that we have right now is 1, the tooltip, 2, the spinning effect. The spinning effect doesn't really work. I would need to get a script. And the problem is I do not really have... Because I will need to pass self right now. Oh, it's kind of a good song. I like that. We would need like a script executed here, basically. Can I get the skill tree on screen? I don't even know if the skill tree is not gonna straight up break because we just got rid of a bunch of stuff. It's very possible that it's just gonna crash. Yes. Yeah, it used the add UI. So let's replace that with a create button. And we're gonna want to use where is it? Oh, it's gonna be here. Yeah, for example, those. For example. Yeah, I made mostly two-step. So icon TP skill tree. Wait, this is a terrible name. This is an icon. It's gonna be skill tree exit, I think. That seems a little bit clearer. And this is the idle. And then you duplicate it. Oh my god. And this is gonna be the pressed. No. What did I use on the other one? Clicked. Let's click that. Yeah, it's gonna add a bunch of sprite, but I don't mind that much. So now if we do hello create button. So it's gonna be S, this is icon, this is for the skill tree, let's see the idle, and we're gonna use the clicked. Yeah, look, you immediately know what it is, which is nice. And you know this is the thing. This is clicked. So maybe a TP back button. Yeah, room go to hub. Yeah, this is what I. This is it. Okay. Click script. So we said it was back button. And targets. This would like 10, 10, 10. Yeah. Oh. No, it works. Okay, no, it works as intended. I was confused for a second, but no. Oh, by the way, this is not good. This was the advantage of a short system, is it was always pretty much fit on screen. Yeah, the problem is like the little rotation system. And it has an extra state, which is bot. Can we add such functionality? Okay, we should be. Okay, there is a few reasons I think we should be able to do that. We're gonna need a hover script. We're gonna need a hover script. The problem is gonna be the tooltip. I think what we need to do is to bind the tooltip in some way that it can only exist if the button it's connected to is hovered. My question is, how do you do that? I really like that animation, by the way. I think it looks really cool. And it's not even a question of like the skill tree. I think it's, if we can achieve that, it would like just make the system more nicer to work with and more flexible, which is what I want for this system. So we are missing two things, and that's the ability to continuously. Okay. So I think by default, we want to feed self to the script. I think by default, we just feed self. Why? Because self is the most, like, you have access to everything in the object. It is extremely inefficient, but it should work. I don't think it's necessarily gonna be a problem. We also gonna need on hover script. And unlike the other one, it's gonna have a default value of none, and by default, it's not gonna be executed. So it's gonna be an asset. Making sure it's nice and tight. So on hover script, it's gonna be a script. Crazy concept, I'm alright. Can we clean this to take like less argument? We have a default. Here. We should take a vector. I think. And here we're gonna do vec2 xy, just like pretty clear. And here we're just gonna do vec2 xy dot x. I think it's not x. Let me check. I think it's underscore x. And vec2y dot underscore y. Yeah, it's just to like squish arguments a little bit. We could also just ask a sprite script and make a constructor. I think this is what I want to make. It would clean up this quite a bit. Because you can compact all of this and like potentially expand it and shit. Let's make a constructor. Man, yeah, you just need to add constructor at the end. I'm just gonna call it button constructor. And we're gonna have everything we need in it, which is gonna make the setting up like a little bit cleaner. So we're gonna have basically we're gonna take this or temp. Take it here. I'm gonna call that obviously button. Wait, no, that's not how it works. I don't remember. I really don't remember how that works. Yeah, no, you don't need that. Oh yeah, no. Idling. No, it's gonna be idling. Sprite. Hover. Sprite. On click. I think I may want to separate, like just keep like button sprite and then button script maybe as two separate constructor. Click sprite. I don't know how to write. The click sprite is like a mandatory. Ah. Sprite. And then a vector. With x and y. Vector x, y. Wait, is this an equal sign? Yeah, this is an equal sign. Because it's a constructor and we love logic. Ah, come on! Don't do this to me. And by default, this is gonna be none. Yeah. That was what I was about to do, which is put this at the start, because that makes more sense. And yeah, I think it has a good reason to call you out on this one. It is very bad practice. I think it was on hover script. And you do hover scripts. And that should be everything we need. So now I can just ask for a button. And put my button in here. And that should be it, I think. I may need to cut the stream short today. I had some not great news right now. It is what it is. Fuck. Let's finish this. Let's finish this. Target. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah. Fuck. New button. Offsets. Equal new vector. 50-15 offsets, idling sprites. So I forgot this fucking shitty fucking. Oh my god! Why don't we have like select and drag for fuck's sake in 2020 fucking 2026? It's still not a feature. And then back button. Is it much better? Is this much better? I don't think so, but I don't know. That should be it. What the fuck do you mean? Wait, what? It should not be open. Oh, fair enough. What's the name? I think this, yeah, offset X, offset Y. What do we want to do with this? Like 0, 0, let's say. It doesn't really matter what we put it at, to be fair. Okay, it works as it should. So now let's see if we can get rid of OBT and skill tree and still have it works as it should. One thing we are gonna do is just change. How does it work? Yeah, it's too sprite. Okay. I think I want to remove the straight up the main. This is gonna be. Let me just duplicate it. This is gonna be bot. And I don't know how to fucking write. So unbot, that's gonna be this one. We can cut that. This is gonna break the current one. Cut. Okay. Wait, what? What did I do? UI. Wait. So many folders. Is the problem here? No, I don't know what I did. I put too fucking. I don't know. Wait, it's actually gonna be very easy. Wait. Like a tooltip we want, like a tooltip only is valuable if you hover over something. I have a very easy way to make tooltip. Okay, I don't think we're gonna do that today. I don't feel so great now. But I think we can do that. Not in not too long. Oh my god, please. Let's put it like 50-50. I guess this is a general script. Spin. Wait. Oh no. It's gonna be a little bit more complex than I thought. Because there is an extra state in there. I didn't do a proper state machine, which I regret. Because it has like an active component. We can just add an extra state. I think having the ability to turn off a button is not necessarily a bad idea. And we can have it like listen to a script. I think this is what I want to do. By the way, please can we tap that? Inactive. I think this is actually a pretty useful state, so there's plenty of situation when you want a button to be turned off. I need to take a quick bathroom break. So just set it to be the idle sprite, but like lower opacity. I don't know. I may want the possibility of it, but the thing is, if I genuinely want it, it would be like really easy. I think what I want is to change the alpha value. Is it just alpha? Image alpha. Let's set it to F. So now we should be able to turn off a button. In case I ever want to implement inactive sprite, I can do it very easily. And fuck, I'm putting T on my blankie. If I think what I want to do is probably not check every frame. In case it's a problem, I can like, yeah, I guess I can just. btn.states inactive. Script execute. Inactive sprite script. Oh my god. Do I want to have a failsafe against my stupidity? If I don't think about putting a king script, I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. We need to edit the button. I don't use script. It's gonna be on inactive script. Let's assign Yeah, it's gonna yeah. In the worst case, it's gonna execute null, which is gonna crash the game, which I'm probably gonna instantly find. Elective script. Did I fucking inverted them? Oh my god. I guess it's more consistent to call it only inactive script in the OBTN. It's more consistent with the rest. That should be everything we need for bottom. Now we need to make a tooltip. The question is, do I want to be able to have a sprite for the tooltip? Or do I want to just always be a 9 slice? I think for tooltip, nice sprite is fine. I think for nice sprite, like for tooltip 9 slice, always using 9 slice is fine. Okay, let's start making no tooltip. We should be able to get rid of OBTN script tree, which is nice. That's a good sign, in my opinion. Oh, tooltip. No, tooltip like that. What do we want for tooltip? We want NC. And we want text. NC sprite. Let's name them properly. This is gonna be an asset. This is gonna be a string. This needs to be sprite. We don't really need a state machine for yeah, no, we're gonna need to like bind it to the button. Okay, I think I'm just I just can't focus. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna need to stop the stream early. I just don't feel great right now. Let's see. I need to go take a bathroom break. Let's have something that works first. gonna be pretty easy in the step. We're gonna take. We have we're gonna have a linked objects. This is gonna be assets, and this is gonna be an instance objects. This is gonna be an object. Like this is gonna be a reference. And it's gonna be very simple, and it's gonna be if linked objects. Did I not fucking clean my hand properly? What is it? T. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let's get back to it. Dot current state. This is if, by the way. Pretty cool. No, different. Then okay, we may need to be a little bit hacky with this. I'm gonna assume that tooltip are mostly just for buttons right now. That may not be always the case. So if it's different from btn state.hover. So if the link object or kit like exit the hover state, it deletes the. So the first thing you want to do, make sure you clean your shit properly. Next I'm gonna make draw. Just take the draw. I'm gonna just. We don't need a draw self. There's no draw self. There's no such thing. If mouse inside self. Okay. Wait, actually we don't need that. We straight up do not need that. Be careful of copy pasting shit on time. What the fuck? So to take the coordinates, here we take NC. We're gonna take NC sprites, which is our 9 spice. Subimage, XY, string width, string height, show text transformed, tooltip text. No, not text. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think that's gonna be much harder than this. And now we can just gonna make a script. Cinewave spin. Ah, we didn't do the spin script. We are almost at a point where we're gonna be able to replace the OBTN skill tree, have all the same behaviors, and it's gonna be great. script. Oh. On inactive, no, inactive script. It's gonna be equal to none by default. It's gonna be like an optional argument. Let's send something else to listen to. I'll just, you know, I'll just loop it. I should fix it. Okay, good. Now, can I set it to be inactive? Okay, we have no way to set a button to inactive. That's a problem. I think what I want to do is if a button doesn't have an inactive script, you make the assumption that it doesn't, like, it's not active. I think that's what we want to do, right? So in the create, we're just gonna do a little bit of if on inactive script equal none, set it to idle, else set current state to inactive, equal to btn state dot inactive. So it would make no sense to have an inactive script. I think this also solved my do I need to check if there is a script active, because if there is no script active, the button is gonna be on idle anyway. And I may want to do a very simple script. Let's make like a test script. Folder C F2 test inactive scripts. Syntax self, obviously. If mouse inside self, let's say n keyboard check vk up, let's say. So if it's inside, it would press up. If we do self oh my god dot current state equal btn state dot idle, and that's gonna be our test in, and I don't know how to write. Okay, let's go do that. Back button. Inactive script. It's gonna be test inactive script. Okay, this is active. That's a problem. Why tells me that it should be a type ID instance? Did I not change button? Inactive script, create button. Yeah, no, create button basically does nothing. Did I do a type on inactive script equal none? Okay. Ah. Is this because of that? I should have crashed for another reason then. No, it's still active. If it changed sprite, that means it's not set properly. Doesn't seem to be a problem there. I think the problem is maybe here. Wait, ID instance? On inactives skipped. I think we found a problem. No, it's a script. I just don't know how to read. I'm just very tired, I guess. Yeah, no, this is set as a script. Set to is. Is this looking at the right thing? On inactive script, inactive script equal none. instead. Okay. On an active script, self, on an active can state. I don't think there's a problem here. On inactive script, seems to be good. I hate shit like that. You don't know where the problem comes from. Let's do a good old show debug message, and I want you to show me current state. Wait. Okay, so on creation it tells me that it's 0, so it is inactive. Why does it instantly deactivate itself? Like reactivate itself? Be more accurate. I probably should not have put in debug one, whatever. Okay, so now And now it turns active. Okay. The reactivating script works well. You can close the debugger, we don't need you. Let's add a hover script that's gonna create a tooltip. Where's there like monkey? By the way, I just thought about it. I think I want to do something that's gonna be. I don't know why didn't I thought about that? Like, just do mouse inside linked object. And you want the negation. Much better. I don't know why there's like depot at the bottom of my fucking. No more tea. Very sad. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Mouse inside, linked objects. Not inside, no, okay. Let's test that. We're gonna change our test inactive script to actually make a tooltip. Okay. So for that, we're gonna need a create tooltip. Crazy concept, I know. Create tooltip. Oh my god. We're gonna want two things. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, we no we want OMC, yeah. Oh my god. 9 slice. And we want the text. Displayed. Text. Create instance, so instance create instance create layer, mouse X, mouse Y. No. What am I doing? ANSI sprite. It's gonna be equal to 9 slice and tooltip text. I think that's how we name it. Yeah, tooltip text. Just making sure. Oh my god. As always, I put test in this instead of text. Display text. I don't think we want to return the tooltip. I don't think we want to. Create F mouse inside self create tooltip. ANSI 001 test tooltip. U9. Just making sure everything works well. Instance object -4. Wait, what? Oh, did I not pass the linked objects? Huh. That's a problem. We can't do that there. Linked target tooltip. That's called linked objects, and so you want to get into create tooltip linked target, and we're gonna do linked object linked target, and then test inactive script. Since we pass self here, we can easily get to pass self here, and everything should be fine now. Okay, all layering is no good. Test tooltip. That's a problem. problem that can easily be solved, by the way. We just need to take step, and we do depth equal linked objects dot depth. I don't remember if it's plus or minus. +1. If it doesn't work, then means it's minus. Okay, here it is. Fast tooltip, new line. Our tooltip system is already done. That was pretty fast. We already did a whole lot today. I think I did everything I wanted today. We still need to be able to spawn an arbitrary like screen, like background, like UI background. And we also need to be able to spawn HUDs. Let's do that next. As to create HUDs first. Oh my god. Create HUD. What do we want for create HUDs? I feel like HUD is gonna be like weirdly a bit more tricky. What do I want to be able to do with an HUD? You can. Oh my god. Wait. HUD is gonna be actually pretty annoying. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. It may be super obvious, but I am like crushing out harder right now. The other thing is gonna be like spawning spawning an UI window. F2 spawn a create window. That's already a lot of things we can do with just those 4 things, I think. And that's already much cleaner than my old system, which was a mess. I thought it would be a good idea. It wasn't. That's how you learn. What do you want with it? You want a vec2 xy to know where to spawn it, and you want a sprite, and that's about it. that's about it. There's not much to it beside that. It needs to be able to spawn a bunch of things, because when you spawn a UI window, you want to be able to spawn a bunch of shit. or like at least like spawn one button, you know, like in all cases I think you want to spawn at least one thing, so it needs to be able to execute a script, but that's about it. Window. I was just thinking for a second on how you destroy the window. Like from a button. And I don't know. To xy dot x vec2 xy dot underscore y layer ey. The object you want a window. I think I'm gonna stop after that. I am genuinely not staying to work anymore. And then we want to pass the sprite index. Whole sprite. And that's pretty much about it. Let's test that quickly, so we can actually like create window. Let's use offsets. Oh yeah, no, I forgot about the screen sensor. Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I doing? Step. And create. I think it was something like 1. Yes, you have to craft it. You know what? Let's actually make a new one. New vec2. Let's do like 100. Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. Let's set x. Equal vec2 Offset y equal vec 2xy dot underscore y. Is he gonna complain because okay, here it is. Tip still works fine. That's gonna be it for today. It's 2.5 hours. Oh my god. I think we already did quite a bit today. We are not done with the UI, but we should be done tomorrow. And there's gonna be one more, like a thing out. Yeah. We may do the implement and not clear script tomorrow too, if we finish the UI system. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I think that was a pretty productive day. We did quite a few stuff that needed to be done. We should have a much cleaner and nicer UI system now. Our button system is pretty robust, I think. I don't think it's perfect. Nothing is. It's very possible that I'm overlooking something. That's gonna be a problem later. But I think we have a strong enough base that any such issue should not be too much of a problem. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I don't feel great. I think I need rest. Tomorrow there's no stream. Next stream is Thursday. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you next time.